This video will be an introduction to a small series of videos that I will do over the next few weeks. They will be on how ancient civilizations perceived ghosts, spirits, and the afterlife. Whether you believe in the afterlife or not, most people have watched, seen, or read something that we would consider paranormal. In the modern world, we take these things for granted for the most part. We see something paranormal in the paper or on YouTube, but it's part of our everyday life, and maybe even becoming our culture. Today we have technology specifically dedicated to hunting ghosts, things like spirit boxes, EMF detectors, REM pods, and laser grids, all designed to catch some form of proof that the afterlife exists. All this is a far cry from how the ancient civilizations felt towards the afterlife. In the ancient world, most cultures had some form of belief in the afterlife. They believed spirits had to have some kind of sustenance to exist. This was usually things like how the living remembered them, how they were buried, or how they lived their lives on earth. The details of the afterlife in different cultures varied, but the constants were that such a realm existed and that it was governed by immutable laws. They believed that the souls of the dead would remain there unless given license by the gods to return to the land of the living for some specific reason. These reasons included things like improper funerals, the body never having been buried, death by drowning where the body was never recovered, murder if the body wasn't found, or to resolve some unfinished business or provide a true account of the events surrounding their death. For example, if they had been murdered and they needed the murder avenged and the murderer brought to justice. Ghosts were never looked upon in a good light. They were supposed to stay in their own land. They were never to cross back into the land of the living. When such an event did occur, it was a sure sign that something was terribly wrong, and those who experienced a spiritual encounter were expected to take care of the problem in order for the ghost to return to its proper place. This understanding was so prevalent that ghost stories can be found with very similar themes in the ancient cultures of Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, Rome, China, and India, as well as regions of Mesoamerica and the Celtic lands of Ireland and Scotland. Ghosts are also depicted in the Bible in much the same way as they were in the earlier Roman works. I hope you'll keep an eye out for my upcoming videos taking a more in-depth look into these civilizations and how they perceived ghosts, spirits, and the afterlife.